we're live.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, family.
You know who you have, Jarrod Wilkins.
Porshea Wilkins, Motivational Moment in the morning.
Hey, listen, we're glad to be back. Season 2, do us a favor and share this on your walls. Share it with a friend. Share it with a coworker, a family member. Share it with a frenemy or an enemy.
Yeah.
And it's always good to share. You know, they say sharing is caring, right?
That is true.
And so we want you to share good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is that you're watching. Do us a favor. Let us know where you are chiming in from. Let us know the city, your state, and or your country that you are broadcasting from. Then I want you to join our group, like the page, follow us on Instagram, subscribe, and then of course share. But let me know immediately. Let me know where you are broadcasting from. Let me know where you're broadcasting from. Put it in the comments. Love to welcome you appropriately and properly. We are so excited about today's call. Welcome.
Also, if you're watching this for the first time, if you're watching it live, then put live in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, hey, put replay in the comments as well. We did our best to pick a time that can connect with everyone cross-continentally. However, we understand it may be 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yes.
Somewhere. And you got to watch the replay. So we get it.
So yeah, put in the comments where you're chiming in from, where you're broadcasting from, whether it's in the States, whether it's in Australia, whether it's South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria. Let us know where you are chiming in from, even Botswana.
That's right.
Welcome to everybody. And then let us know if you're broadcasting live and or if you are watching the replay. Love to connect with you immediately following this particular broadcast. Join the group, the When Dreams Collide group. Do a search for it. Join the group. We do special videos, special trainings in the group and for the VIPs only, Vision Impact Partners. So make sure you join that group, like the page. You can certainly follow us on Instagram, okay? Follow us on IG, okay?
We on the gram.
Yes, we are.
Also, babe, check this out. So you know how we have Comcast cable, and they have Xfinity on demand. HBO has HBO on demand. Showtime has Showtime on demand.
Okay.
And guess what? We got Motivational Moment in the morning.
On demand.
Yes, so you go to the website, whendreamscollide.com, click on MMITM, which is short for Motivational Moment in the morning, and you'll see the replays, the video replays. I'm going to put audios on there as well. Working on getting the podcast set up, too, for you to have iTunes and Google Play. So you can catch that. It's already on SoundCloud. So the audio from last week, from Friday, is already on SoundCloud. So we're going to be all over the place. But Motivational Moment in demand.
On demand.
Yes, on demand.
And it's in demand.
All of that. Just demands. Just demands everywhere. But whendreamscollide.com, Motivational Moment in the morning. Click on the MMITM and you will see the flyers, the posters, all of that. And be able to catch all of the replays. They're going to be archived there. So
all right. Well, let's dive in. So let's start it off. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, kings and queens. Good morning, world changers. Good morning, students of excellence. Good morning, vision carriers. Good morning, family. Good morning, VIPs, Vision Impact Partners. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I am excited about your future. Yes. Did you hear me? I said, I am excited about your future. That's why we want to talk to you from a thought this morning. You live and you learn.
My.
You live and you learn. Can I say that one more time? I want this to resonate in the basement of your soul this morning. I want this to be a cataclysmic crash between your history, letting that go to meet your destiny. I want yesterday to die last night because I am excited about your future. I want you to know you live and you learn. What a statement we've heard our entire life. I've heard it my entire life as we go through the brief sojourns of every nook and cranny, every crooks in your heart. You may say, man, I wish I would have done it better. I wish I would have thought it differently. I wish I would have said it another way. I wish I wasn't so naive, but you live and you learn. Yeah. Oftentimes I'm reminded that people often say, I am done with my past. But the truth is, sometimes your past is not done with you. You live and you learn. Isn't it amazing that most of us, if we're honest with ourselves, most of us have gotten 5 years older, but we haven't gotten 5 years wiser. You live and you learn. It's one thing to get older, it's another thing to get wiser. It's one thing to age, and it's another thing to mature. Shucks. It's one thing to age, and it's another thing entirely to mature. The man that thinks the same way at age 35 as he thought at 25 has wasted 10 years of his life. You live and you learn. You know, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I have surmised this entire thought into in terms of a sentence, in terms of a level of understanding. And I don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to navigate through it in your GPS too fastly where you get to the destination, but you don't extrapolate the information for your next situation. Hear me clearly. When you live, things are going well. You only live when things are going well, when the romance is high. This is when most of us live. When things are smooth sailing, this is when most people live. When things in the business are going well, when the income is growing, you live. This is when you go on your vacations, baby. You go to Turks and Caicos, you go to Jamaica, you go to Bahamas, you go to different destinations. You go to Dubai, you go to Hawaii. You do this because when things are good, you live. And I've been guilty. I've been indicted and found guilty, convicted that when things are going good in times of my life, I've forgotten to live. And my lovely wife used to tell me all the time, baby, are you living to work or are you working to live? And I want to challenge those of you right now that are in a season of good times, in a season of great times. Number one, understand it's a season, and seasons always change. The Bible declares that it rains on the just and the unjust. So it doesn't matter how much you thank God privately or publicly. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how many people you've helped or sought to serve. It is only a season, and so many times I can remember in my life, baby, I would be living life with stains of insecurity during the good times, because I would say, oh, I know it's not going to last. I know it's not going to be forever. So I would forget to enjoy the good times in life. And I want to challenge you. Wow. Because if it doesn't challenge you, it will never change you. I want to challenge you that if you are in your good times, in your relationships, if you're in your good times, baby, if you can two-step, go ahead and two-step now. if you can dance, go ahead and dance. If you can love, go ahead and love. If you can run, go ahead and run. If you can go ahead and go. Why put off today what you think will be there tomorrow? Ladies and gentlemen, in the good times, you live. In the good times, you give. Are you listening to me? I didn't say in the good times you sow. I said in the good times, you give. You go by the stoplight and you see the young lady or the young man on the side of the road. You just roll down your window. You don't give them change. You give them currency. Let it flow. You go to the restaurant. You don't tip them $5. You made your bill maybe $10, and you tip the waitress $100.
That's a blessing.
In the good times you give. In the good times you live. Because in the down times, hear me, you learn. Can I ask you a question? Right where you are as you're listening to me, whether you're in a good time, whether you're in a downtime. Gee, what do you mean it's a downtime? Think it not strange when you face the fiery furnace. That's what the Bible says. I didn't say that. The Bible declares it. Bible. Basic instructions before leaving earth. In the down times. What do you mean in the down times? If there's day, there must be night. If there's up, there must be down. Nothing just grows to the sky, not even trees. Ladies and gentlemen, I've discovered nothing and no one stays hot forever, not even Justin Bieber.
What?
In the down times. This is when you learn. Oh, what am I supposed to learn right now? Ladies and gentlemen, here's what happens with many of us if we're not too waywardly in our thinking in the down times. Oh my gosh, when the business goes down, when the relationship goes down, when you want to walk out on that clown. What are you supposed to be learning? What did I learn? Watch this. Now here's what we do. I always tell people it is so lame to blame. So I'm not talking about pointing blame. I'm not talking about who hurt you. I'm not talking about who damaged you. Because listen to me, if you don't heal from the hurt that's caused by people, you'll bleed on those that never cut you. If you don't heal from the hurt that's been caused by other people, you'll bleed on those of us that never cut you. What am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to learn about me? You know, it's amazing that you've got all these inspirational quotes and these motivational moments. You've got all the answers for everybody's trial and tribulation. And away with you saints that always want to throw scriptures you ain't never lived. Ooh. Don't throw no scriptures at me unless you've been through what I've been through. You are disqualified from giving advice that you haven't lived. Baby, don't try to walk a mile in my shoes if you've never even put on a pair yourself. What are you learning? You live and you learn. You're supposed to learn in the downs. See, you learn, hear me, you learn not at the peak, you learn in the valley. You learn in the dark. You must believe in the dark what God told you in the light. What am I supposed to learn about myself? I'm supposed to learn my maturity process. How did I handle it last season? What do I need to learn so I can handle it better this season? Maybe I need to handle her better. I need to handle him better. Maybe I need to handle it better. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Yeah, it's the truth, but I cannot reveal the truth until sometimes you're ready. What am I learning? See, in the down, you learn who you got. No, let me say that better. In the good, you live with who you got. And in the down, you learn who got you. Who has you? I said who got you? Who got you, baby?
Who got you, boo?
Oh, you learn the character of your true friends when you're down. You learn the character of your true friends when the spotlight is turned off. You learn who's in, watch it, your corner versus who's in your circle.
Uh-oh.
You live and you learn. Learning in this season produces earning in the next. You live and you learn.
All right now. That's some juicy stuff right there.
Yeah.
One of the things that I was thinking about last night when he told me what the topic was going to be today is just the mistakes that we make.
Yeah.
I consider mistakes to be the mile markers on the journey. You know, I be driving somewhere on the side of the road, it has you mile 21,
right,
mile 32.
Oh, wow.
And, oh, yes, Jesus,
this
is real good. And so depending on how far you have to go to get to the destination, to get to the goal, to get to the dream will determine how many mile markers you have to encounter, how many mistakes you're going to make along the way. And if you just keep driving, if you just keep going and just pass through, okay? So I know that at mile 21, I'm going to have to stop and refuel.
Yeah.
I got to stop and get some gas. At mile 101, man, I'm hungry.
Sure.
I got to stop and get something to eat.
Yeah.
Maybe at mile 332, I'm too tired to drive. I got to rest.
Wow.
So, man, that's so what you have to realize is as you're driving, as you're going along this journey, you have to take note of the mile markers, take note of what's required of you, take inventory of yourself, your health, your mental health, your emotional health, spiritual health, your financial health. Take note of those things that make up who you are, and refuel when you need to. Get rest when you need to. Feed yourself when you need to. You know, you talked about seasons, and seasons are so important. There's a time for you to give, and there's a time for you to receive, literally.
Right.
And a lot of times people don't know or realize that mile marker that's telling them when to do what.
Yeah.
Some of y'all going too fast.
Shucks.
And the mile marker you should have stopped at, that had the rest stop, that you needed, but your ego didn't want to let you stop. You sped on by. You kept going super fast. And so now you're at a point where you're literally running low. You're on fumes at this point. Your gas light is on. You're in the middle of nowhere. There's no cars or trucks or anything coming. There's nothing but grass and pastures. You're literally in the wilderness. You're in that place where nobody can help you. And you are praying that you get to the next stop.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a sign to tell you how far you got to go until you can pull over for your rest, to refuel. And a lot of times with people, they wait until they run out, until they're running on fumes before they make those shifts and those changes.
Wow.
Those are those character correcting and building moments along the journey.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, if you take a trip, the first time it always, why does a trip always seems further the first time you go? But when you come back, man, that was quick. When you go back again, oh, that's fast. See, it's always, you always concerned when you're dealing with the unknown. You don't know how long it's going to take for you to accomplish the goal. You don't know how long it's going to take for the deal to close. You don't know how long it's going to take for that miracle to happen and to come through. And because you don't know, it doesn't mean that you just sit and do nothing.
That's right.
Regardless of what you know today about tomorrow, you still got to do the work. Otherwise, you'll never get there. You live and you learn, ladies and gentlemen. You live and you learn. Those mistakes, those mile markers are those character correcting moments along the journey. What did you learn about yourself? I tell people all the time, as long as you learned from the experience, it's never a loss.
That's right.
The only time an experience is a loss is if you go through it and you get nothing out of it. Don't go through bankruptcy for nothing. Come on now.
Yeah.
Don't go through the divorce for nothing.
Yeah.
Don't go through the death for nothing.
Yeah.
Don't go through the heartache and the heartbreak for nothing. Don't go through the pain for nothing. If you're going to go literally through hell, get a souvenir.
That's right.
Get something from that joker that put you there. The clown he was talking about earlier. Whatever or whoever, get something for it.
Yeah.
So that when you come out on the other side and you begin to reflect on what it is that you've learned, man, it's a scar. A scar is a reminder of not of what defeated you, but what you overcame.
That's right.
Because it didn't take you out, it didn't kill you.
That's right.
You know, it's been said that when the enemy begins to confront you and it's time for battle, you don't show them your trophies, you show them your scars.
That's right.
Because you let them know, listen, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I've been here before. Goliath. I got the lion.
That's right.
I got a lot of things in my back pocket that I've overcome, that I've handled, that I've taken care of. Those experiences that I lived through allowed me to learn those lessons that I can use today. The scripture tells us in Daniel 2:21, it says, he changes times and the seasons. He removes kings and raises up kings. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. The only way you get wisdom and understanding is that you got to live.
That's right.
And you got to learn. You got to learn from what you live through. That gives you wisdom. When you live it, you get wisdom. When you learn, you get understanding.
Whew, shucks.
Did you hear me? When you live, you get wisdom. When you learn, you get understanding. Now that I've gone through this, what do I know now about me? What do I know now about my opponent? What do I know now about this subject, this industry, this business, this ministry, this whatever it is you're operating in right now? The job that you have to go through. What is it that you know now? Because your first job and your career now, completely different. Before it was a job, now you have a career. Why? Because you were able to learn from what you lived through. You got understanding and you got wisdom from your past experience that you're able to apply to now, which has prepared you for the career that you have today, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, whatever you get from today will determine what happens in your next season. Don't let it be a waste. If you're going to live through it, learn something from it. Honey?
Learn. Live and learn. It was Goethe that said, if you look at a man the way that he is, he will only become worse. But if you look at the man the way that he could be, he'll become what he should be. Live and learn. Some of you are on marker mile 32. You're 32 years old. Look back at marker 30.
Wow.
At 30 years old, what did you learn from 30 to 32? So you don't go backwards. You keep going to marker 35. Some of you, you're on mile 40. Please, let's not repeat what we did on mile 32 when you had a flat tire. So, some of us are on marker mile 31. We just came out of mile 28 where there was a police sting and we got a ticket. Stop speeding. Sometimes you got to slow down to speed up. Roll your windows up. Look straight ahead. Live. Live your best life. Live it now and learn. Learn so that you can continue to live. God bless you.
God bless your family.
And God most certainly bless your dreams.
Bye, everybody.
Share. Share this now.